Good day and welcome to Rip's Teaching Tips. I'm going to show you a tool, one that you're very familiar with here, that you can use to effectively get your parents and caregivers of your kids on board with what you're doing. One of the problems that I see happen over and over again in schools is that the only time teachers phone home is when the kid has done something wrong. The typical phone call home goes, "Hi, could I speak to the parent of so-and-so," and then the teacher goes on to describe some egregious thing that the kid's done, and "We want you to come pick up your kid," or "I just want you to know this so you can punish them at home like I am at school," whatever. Why would we wonder that parents get so defensive when that's the description of most of the phone calls that they get? Negative behaviors about their kids, schools complaining, teachers complaining. I flipped this around. Every Saturday morning, I would make 3 what I call positive phone calls home. I did this Saturday mornings because I found after experimenting, I could get most of the parents and they weren't busy. Calling them in the evening didn't work out so well, you're interrupting. So 3 positive phone calls home. And I'm going to give you an example of one of these positive phone calls home, which is very typical of how they go.
Hello?
Hi, could I speak to Emerson's mom or dad, please?
Yeah, this is her speaking.
This is Emerson's school calling. Her teacher, Dr. Ripley?
Oh, okay. What did Emerson do now?
Well, she did something really quite special, and I wanted to share it with you. It's partway through the year, and kids have kind of formed their friendship groups, etc. We had a new student join us earlier this week. Doesn't speak much English and very, very shy. And so I asked Emerson if she would kind of take this girl under her wings. And she did. And she just did an amazing job. She stuck with her all week. She showed her around the school, sat with her at lunch, introduced her to her friends, helped this girl kind of get acculturated and accepted by the other kids. Just did a marvelous job of it, and this new kid is just blossoming because of it. Your daughter is just a natural leader, and I wanted you to know that, and I wanted to compliment you on raising such a wonderful girl.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for letting me know.
You're very welcome.
Usually when I get a phone call home from the teacher, it's not good news, so I really appreciate hearing that.
It was my pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye. So you can see from the example, which is very typical of a positive phone call home that I make, they don't take very long. The typical call is less than 2 minutes. I can do 3 calls easily on a Saturday morning in 6 to 8 minutes. So if you say you don't have time to do this, it's really not a whole lot of time. And the upside is, the parents are on board with you. When you do have to call, should it happen that the kid has done something wrong and you need to make that call, they've already experienced something positive with you. So they're less likely to be defensive and more likely to listen to you. You've gained an ally. And of course, kids love this. Now, I typically didn't do this in high school unless it was something extraordinary, but elementary kids love this, and so do junior highs for the most part. So this tool here can be used by you effectively to get parents and caregivers on board with you and what you're trying to accomplish with their kids. It's a handy tool. Change the way you use it. Do not make negative phone calls home only. Remember, 3 positive phone calls home every Saturday, and you have covered in a couple of months your entire class if you teach elementary. Secondary schools, junior highs, typically middle schools, I would pick out the kids that needed that kind of reinforcement and whose parents I really wanted to get on board. So take that strategy, figure out how you can use it best in your teaching situation, and please trust me, you're going to shock some parents and you are going to gain a whole lot of allies supporting what you're trying to do in your classroom. Thanks for watching.